लतवा न्यूज के स्टूडियो से नवीनतम अपडेट।
समावेशिता की दिशा में एक प्रेरणादायक प्रगति में मेघालय में विकलांग व्यक्तियों के लिए आयुक्त के कार्यालय ने एक परिवर्तनकारी पहुंच अभियान शुरू किया है, जिसमें विकलांग व्यक्तियों को समायोजित करने के लिए सार्वजनिक बुनियादी ढांचे को नया आकार दिया गया है। विकलांग व्यक्तियों के लिए उपायुक्त श्रीमती बी वारशोंग ने हासिल की गई उल्लेखनीय प्रगति और क्षितिज पर आशाजनक पहल पर प्रकाश डाला। अभियान के शुरुआती चरण में 60 प्रमुख सार्वजनिक भवनों को लक्षित किया गया था, जिनमें से 22 इमारतों तक पहुंच बढ़ाने के लिए पहले से ही व्यापक नवीनीकरण चल रहा था। मुख्य और आधिकारिक सचिवालय भवनों, उच्च न्यायालयों, डिप्टी कमिश्नर कार्यालयों, अस्पतालों, शैक्षणिक संस्थानों और अन्य सहित उल्लेखनीय संरचनाओं को महत्वपूर्ण पहुंच प्रावधानों की सुविधा के लिए नया रूप दिया गया है। इन नवीनीकरणों में रैंप, लिफ्ट, सुलभ शौचालय, साइनेज, संशोधित प्रवेश द्वार, स्वागत क्षेत्र और सुलभ पेयजल का प्रावधान शामिल है। जबकि प्राथमिक ध्यान सरकारी भवनों पर रहता है, डिप्टी कमिश्नर वारशोंग ने भविष्य में MUDA और शहरी मामलों जैसी संस्थाओं के साथ साझेदारी में निजी प्रतिष्ठानों तक इस पहल का विस्तार करने की आकांक्षा व्यक्त की। अभियान के दूसरे चरण में राज्य की राजधानी में 15 इमारतों को शामिल करने की योजना है, जिसमें शिक्षा, पुलिस और कृषि विभाग अपने परिसरों को और अधिक सुलभ बनाने के लिए मंजूरी हासिल कर रहे हैं। राज्य सरकार विशेष रूप से सामाजिक देखभाल विभाग के अटूट समर्थन की सराहना करते हुए उपायुक्त वारशोंग ने विकलांग व्यक्तियों के अधिकारों और कल्याण की वकालत करने में उनकी सक्रिय भूमिका के लिए मुख्यमंत्रियों और प्रमुख मंत्रियों की सराहना की। आगे देखते हुए अभियान के तीसरे चरण में पहुंच में संशोधन के लिए सभी जिलों में अतिरिक्त 60 राज्य के स्वामित्व वाली इमारतों की पहचान की गई है। इसकी सफलता सुनिश्चित करने के लिए राज्य सरकार से व्यापक समर्थन मांगा गया है।
Relating to persons with disabilities, I would just also like to inform you that the Office of the Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities has also taken the initiative on how to give the accessibility to persons with disabilities. We have the Accessible India campaign. Under this Accessible India campaign, we have identified around 24 buildings under the Accessible India campaign phase 1. And out of these 24 buildings, so to tell you that around 22 buildings have been completed in making these buildings accessible. And if I say accessible to person with disabilities means the public buildings that are being used by us, actually by the public. So like the main buildings like main secretariat building, additional secretariat building, High Court, then DC, the Deputy Commissioner's Office, civil hospitals, then the recruitment agencies like MPSC, the DSCs, and many buildings to say education, health. So these buildings have been made accessible. They are the existing buildings, but these buildings have been renovated. Actually, when you go and see these places, these office buildings have been made with accessibility features such as ramps, lifts, then we have accessible toilets, signages, accessible entrance, accessible reception, then you have accessible drinking water. So, these are the good initiatives that the Office of the Commissioner, in collaboration with these concerning departments, have been making these buildings accessible. And the buildings that we got the support from the Central Ministry, the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities. As of now, concentration is being done only in the government buildings. However, we have also written to MUDA and urban affairs, if such instructions can also be given to private buildings. But then this has to be worked out later, because as of now we are focusing only on the government buildings. So we have also, under Accessible India campaign phase 2, we have around 50 buildings in the state capital, Shillong. So, but out of these 50, so 3 departments have come up, because this time under Accessible India campaign phase 2, the ministry is not going to support financially. It is to be borne by the state government. So through the state government, we have already 3 departments who have come forward, have also received a sanction for making their buildings accessible to persons with disabilities. These are the Education Department, the Police Department and Agriculture Department. So we are very happy, and since we have around 50 buildings, most of the buildings are under PWD buildings. So, with so much of awareness in the field of disabilities, so much of the rights that are being asked, to be followed, to be complied. So even the concerned departments are taking the initiative to come forward, and we are getting the great support from the state government, especially from the Social Welfare Department. So chief ministers and right from the Minister of Social Welfare and other ministers, they are really taking the giving us a great support in anything relating to the concern and the welfare of people with disabilities. And we also have, under Accessible India campaign phase 3, we have identified 61 buildings, all state all the districts, and hopefully these buildings also are to be done from the fund of the state government. So hopefully we will be able to get the full support of the state government. Another scheme, we call it the Scheme of Implementation of Persons with Disabilities Act, SIPDA. So under SIPDA scheme, this is a scheme under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, Government of India. So under the scheme, we have also identified around 17 buildings. 12 buildings belong to the PWD building, which is the implementing agency. And then we have 4 buildings under Health Engineering Wing and 1 building for Sports Council. So these buildings, as of now, they are still under process yet to be completed. And I just want to inform the public that let them go, and see what are these accessibility features. And many times we receive complaints that buildings are not accessible, websites are not accessible, transportation. Yes, of course, we have been working on these issues, and the main problem is that the support we need to get from each and every corner, right from the public, the people, who are working for these people, to give the opportunity to persons with disabilities, because they too have the rights. They too can really, they are just like us, and they can really perform well in any kind of work that they are given.
लतवा न्यूज के स्टूडियो से नवीनतम अपडेट।